Welcome to the Cristo Rey Network College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Raina, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, we have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our panelists at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Cristo-Rey.
Welcome to the second annual Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We congratulate you students and your families for taking the next step in preparing for your college journey by attending today's fair. We're glad that you're here.
We give thanks to the special opportunity to connect with many colleges and universities who believe in your future just like we do. These last few years have required quite a bit of resilience and faith from each of you, and your teachers, counselors, principals, school leaders, and members of our national office team are so thrilled to see you thrive. Agradecemos esta oportunidad para unirnos con universidades y colegios que creen en sus futuros, igual que nosotros. Estos últimos años han requerido mucha fe de parte de cada uno de ustedes y sus padres, consejeros, maestros, directores y miembros de nuestro equipo nacional. Estamos felices de verlos prosperar.
Today, your community surrounds you in this virtual college fair. With over 25,000 alumni nationwide from 38 schools and currently over 12,000 students in Cristo Rey schools, we enjoy the privilege of working for and with 5,000 juniors and seniors like you. We're joined by 95 participating colleges, all invested in your future. Some of these colleges have been partnering with us since 2009. You'll have the opportunity to connect with dozens of these colleges and partake in one of 2 Financial Aid 101 sessions, one in Spanish and one in English. Since all sessions will be recorded and available to you on YouTube, you won't miss a thing. Now, don't forget about the Ask Me Anything open forums. There are 2 options, one at 6 p.m. Central on Wednesday and another at 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. These are your opportunities to ask anything of an admissions representative. We want you to leave this fair confident and empowered to start your college journey. Thank you all for your commitment to the classes of 2023 and 24, parents, guardians, students, college counselors, and college representatives.
Agradecemos a todos por su apoyo de las clases del 2022 y 2023, padres, consejeros, maestros, directores y especialmente los representantes universitarios que nos acompañan esta semana. ¡Viva Cristo Rey!
¡Viva Cristo Rey!
Now, I'd like to introduce our first school, Ohio Wesleyan University.
Thanks so much, Raina. And my colleague, Lena, is in the background. She's going to be actually driving the slides today. It's great to be with you. And thanks for your time and attention. I know we'll probably have, like you heard, question and answer at the end. Ohio Wesleyan University is a small liberal arts university. We're actually less than 2,000 students. So if you like the idea of being in a classroom and not a large lecture hall, we might be a good fit. This is an aerial shot taken from a drone. You're looking at the academic and administrative side of campus. If you were to turn that around 180 degrees, you'd be looking back across the Jaywalk towards some student buildings. And then in the other end of campus, you see our residence hall. So you could think of the shape of campus being like a bow tie or a barbell. And it's maybe a 10 to 15 minute walk end to end. You might assume that we're in Ohio, which is correct. We're in central Ohio in suburban Columbus. So Columbus is the second largest Midwest city after Chicago, and we're about 20 minutes north of the city in suburban Delaware County. Our signature program is the OWU Connection. Think big, go global, get real, and we've added do good. I think that the outcome might seem just a natural fit there. So when you think big, think interdisciplinary programs, research, job shadowing, internships. We want to make sure that you're getting a great external experience at OWU. Certainly, you're going to have a great classroom experience. You're going to have renowned faculty who are the experts in their field. And while they're published and experts in their research, they're also teaching at OWU because they like to teach undergraduate students. Go global. We tell students to pack your passport. You're going to get a global perspective at OWU. Our reach is truly global. We have 40 states and 30 countries represented within our student body, but all of our students have access to travel grants, some classes that will travel as a group, and certainly study abroad, whether you're gone for a few weeks, a semester, a summer, or the whole year. That picture in the middle there is one of my favorite anecdotes. That is actually our island biology class, and they spent the last 2 weeks of the semester in the Galapagos, which is certainly on my bucket list of places to visit. And then at the bottom, get real, right? So you're going to have an amazing 4-year experience. You're going to graduate on time, oftentimes with a major and a minor, and a resume worth of items from all of this experience. And so that's where the rubber meets the road. And you're going to get right back into your career when you graduate. That picture is of a former student, recent alum, Tom, who did an internship with our Wesleyan in Washington program, and now he works right there on Capitol Hill. The other thing you might be thinking is, well, I'm not 100% sure that I know exactly what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and that's okay. You see that, here, Eva Blockstein, this is certainly a nonlinear kind of circuitous path through her 4-year experience at OWU, but like we were just talking about, travel learning in Costa Rica. She was in that previous group in the Galapagos, right? The National Aquarium, lots of research through the OWU Connection. And now she's a field tech in Fairbanks, Alaska. So she didn't know exactly what she was going to do when she left a greater DC to come to OWU. But here she is, a recent grad and just doing amazing things. These are some data points. We talked about how recent grads had an OWU experience. Again, if you like a classroom setting with 15, 20, maybe 25 students, a 10-to-1 student-faculty ratio, you might be a third of the students that do international. It's a personalized experience. This isn't a one experience for all students. And I love this bottom piece there, the 95% of recent grads who were either employed or in grad programs within the first 6 months after they graduated. We do have about twice as many majors as many of our peer institutions. We're proud of the fact that we are in the Colleges That Change Lives, which is a group of about 40 liberal arts universities. We're in roughly the top 100 national liberal arts universities, but we're also on the biggest bang for your tuition buck and the U.S. News and World Report Best Value Schools. So you don't have to feel like you need to, give up, quality for cost. You can do both at OWU. If you're thinking about what are some of those more popular majors, we're by the state capital, so that makes sense. Exercise science, if you're going into the medical field, certainly a big city is right down the street, so lots of Fortune 500 companies. Zoology, which is unique, but we're only 10 minutes from the Columbus Zoo. And psychology, a very versatile liberal arts degree. So those are some of the bigger departments within those 7. And we talked about being close to Columbus, but Delaware, we've been there for 200 years before suburbs were a thing. Suburbia has kind of grown up around us. So you're a 5-minute walk from lots of things to do. And living on campus, this will be my last slide, just the fact that you can live on campus all 4 years in whatever capacity you'd like, whether it's in a residence hall, maybe after a couple of years of that, you'd like to move into one of our brand new apartment buildings. We have small living units, which are houses with a living learning theme or community around them. So a great experience all 7 days a week throughout the season. That's my time. I appreciate you joining me. If you have any more questions, I'm the only Rob in the office, and I will be working with you throughout the process. Thanks a lot, and go Bishops.
Thank you, Ohio Wesleyan University. And next we have John Carroll University.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for taking some time out of your evenings this busy October season to listen to some really great universities and representatives kind of speak a little bit. So my name is Ryan. I work in the admissions office at John Carroll University. I am also a John Carroll grad, class of 2022. So John Carroll, we are a Jesuit liberal arts university located in University Heights, Ohio. Situated about 9 miles east of downtown Cleveland. So right around a 15 to 20-minute drive, just kind of depending on the traffic and the lights you hit. So I want to talk a little bit about kind of our 3 main academic pillars at John Carroll and kind of what we believe in as a Jesuit university, with one being academic rigor. So with an undergraduate student population of about 3,000 students and a student to faculty ratio of 13:1, our class sizes average out at about 20 students a class. So you're not only going to be developing relationships with your professors and faculty that are instructing your classes, but the opportunity to really develop and get to know your classmates and your peers that you're going to be studying all 4 years with as well. And then being a Jesuit liberal arts school, we do have a core curriculum that all of our students will kind of go through to really kind of help you balance and kind of educate the full person and get a very wide range with a liberal arts education. So next, experiential learning. So professional development, all of our students here at John Carroll go through a professional development program that's going to be kind of catered towards your major or area of study. So this can look different kind of depending, like I said, on your major. So a marketing student in kind of the business college, their professional development program of 4 years is going to look a little bit different than maybe a biology student on the pre-med track. And then personal formation, so kind of the other side to your college experience, right? Academics is extremely important, but there's a lot of personal growth that's also going to happen kind of during these formative years that's outside of the classroom. So being very involved is vital to kind of that complete and total JCU experience. So some outcomes of these pillars and what we do here at the university. We're definitely going to be looking for people and saying what can they bring to our campus community, but at the same time, you should be asking yourself, what is this university going to kind of be able to do for you? We're very proud to be the #2 regional university in the Midwest, according to US News and World Report. And I kind of hit on that professional development. We're going to be teaching you how to kind of foster and create those relationships. And you're going to have access to our wide network of alumni with over 45,000 alumni currently scattered kind of really all across the world. And again, I hit on kind of our core curriculum and the flexibility that it's going to allow you as a student with around 45% of our students that are able to combine an area of study, whether that be 2 majors or 1 major and 2 or 3 minors to kind of really diversify themselves and add a lot of tools to their tool belt. And again, I will talk about kind of our professional development. 100% of our students access to professional development across all programs, as I kind of hit on before. A couple different programs to highlight are Boulder College of Business, receiving an AACSB accreditation, which puts them in the top kind of 6% of business degree programs in the world. And then in addition to that, an additional AACSB accounting accreditation, which would put us in the top 2%. And then with kind of our kind of medical space students, a 98% acceptance rate for these students applying to medical or other health professional schools, whether that be PT school or something like that. So again, like as I mentioned, being involved is a big part of kind of that formation and development of the whole person during those 4 years of school. And so forging those lasting connections kind of outside of the classroom a little bit and really, again, kind of developing yourself in a new way, with an opportunity to kind of grow through these different activities, both socially, making those friends, those friendships and relationships for life with the amount of student activities and organizations there are to get involved with on our campus. But also, again, the opportunity to grow, whether that be advancing to maybe a leadership role in an organization, learning time management skills with juggling some different responsibilities, or perhaps the creativity side of maybe starting a new club or organization and all that can come with that. So with over 100 student organizations on campus, there's a lot of different ways for our students to kind of get involved and, like I said, meet new people, but also grow as an individual in a multitude of ways. So athletics, very proud of kind of our rich athletics tradition here at JCU. We are an NCAA Division III institution that competes in the Ohio Athletic Conference, which is a top tier Division III conference across all sports. Nationally ranked teams and championship winning teams provide for a great atmosphere for competing, but as well as spectating and kind of growing and being a part of the community we have here at Carroll. In addition to varsity athletics, which we have 24 sports, there are a lot of intramural and club opportunities as well to give you the ability to kind of compete and stay active and fit, but maybe not quite have the full-time commitment that being a varsity athlete would entail. So some really kind of big, cool updates going on around campus that I'll highlight a couple real quick. It's an exciting time to be at John Carroll, with one being our nursing simulation lab, which will be opening actually this winter, as we were approved for our brand new nursing program that's kicking off fall of 2023. But some also really great investments by the university and some other spaces, including Grasselli Library for our students to study, as well as other academic resource spaces in there. A brand new field house, which will be coming in fall of 2024 to house all types of athletic events, but as well as wellness and large events, and having a space on campus for those types of things. And then significant improvements into our residential life with a couple of dorm renovations and the implementation of air conditioning into every single dorm building on campus starting in 2023. And then as well as in the top right, our brand new dining hall, which was just opened in August of this year, giving again our students that space and showing them the investment kind of into things outside of academics too. And then
I'm sorry, John Carroll University. If you want to put your contact information in the chat, and people can contact you directly for additional information. Thank you. Moving on, we have Mount St. Joseph University.
Hello all, how are you? So Mount St. Joseph University is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's about 12 minutes outside downtown. I apologize, I do have a PowerPoint, but I cannot get it to screen share. So I will just talk so I don't go over my time. So it is about 12 minutes outside downtown Cincinnati. It is a small school. It is 11-to-1 student faculty ratio. The total student body population is around 2,100 students, with an undergraduate population about 1,456, I believe is the official number for undergraduate students. So you're really going to get to know the other students in your class. You're going to get to know your professors, and you're just going to have that really tight-knit community feel. But since we are so close to Cincinnati, you're going to have all the fun things you can do in a big city. Our top majors are biology, nursing, sports management, and criminology. Students, like I mentioned before, really get to know the professors, and they're going to have opportunities to connect with the Career Center for internships, co-ops, practicums, and study abroad with all of those majors, as well as the additional majors we have on campus. If you're looking for things to do on campus, there's over 50 different clubs and activities, organizations, I should say, for students to be involved in. There's everything from Greek life to campus activities board. They plan a lot of the campus events, student government, there's photography club, bowling league, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. And there's an activities fair each semester for students to be involved in. So you can sign up for things as your schedule allows. Something else that's really wonderful that we offer at the Mount, a wellness center. It's free for all students, and mental health counseling is free for all students. Doesn't matter if you go one time or 100 times. So we're really big proponents of taking care of the whole student, both physically, mentally, as well as giving them a good education. So at the Mount, because it is a liberal arts school, you are going to be having to take a core curriculum. So a lot of schools refer to this as GEs or general education requirements. The Mount calls this the core. So it's your English, your Spanish, the classes that everyone has to take. And we believe that provides a really strong base for all students to really help you connect and forge inquiries across disciplines. Something else that's unique about the Mount that we offer is our Project Excel program. Project Excel is a nationally recognized program for students with learning differences. So it goes above and beyond those federally mandated requirements. So if you need that extra support or help with some extra tutoring or time management skills, Project Excel is an excellent program for that. Again, it's a nationally recognized program here at the Mount. Mount additionally is NCAA Division III athletics. We have nationally recognized in softball, football, track and field, as well as a national championship wrestler at the Mount. So that's wonderful. So if you're looking to play sports, the Mount has a great athletic culture, and you're gonna have a lot of students who are around support you and around you, and the coaches are truly, truly wonderful people. I love working with all of them. The Mount also offers intramural sports. So think of that as like an on-campus rec league. It's a really great way, again, for you to get involved on campus. The Mount has been around since 1920. It was founded by the Stitches of Charity. So again, the Mountain will provide you with a wonderful education as we've been providing students for the last 100 years. If you have any questions, I will put my information in the chat.
Okay.
I was just going to say great. We're moving on with Xavier University now.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry, didn't want to step on your toes there, Rena. But hello, everyone. My name is Tim Wells. I'm the regional recruitment director based out of St. Louis, Missouri, for Xavier University. I've been with the admission office for about 6 years, and I'm a Xavier grad from the class of 2014. So love getting to talk about my alma mater and all the great things that we can provide for our students. Do want to mention I'm out in Omaha today and in a hotel room. So if you hear any feedback or there's some dogs barking, that's the room next to me, I think. So just want to give everybody a heads up there. As far as Xavier University goes, we're in Cincinnati, Ohio. So just like Mount St. Joe, so it's fun. We get to be back to back on this presentation. We are actually the 4th oldest Jesuit, 6th oldest Catholic university in the country. So we've been around almost 200 years, been around a good long while. And the thing I love about Xavier is you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the smaller, medium-sized school stuff. Since we're a school about 5,000 undergrad, you get to know your professors, average class size of 21, 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. But on the other side, we are a D1 school. We're in the Big East Conference. So a lot of folks know us for our basketball program. Actually, men's soccer right now is number 10 in the country. Women's soccer is number 21, based on the latest ranking I saw. So you kind of get to be at a D1 school that people know all over the country while still not having to sacrifice kind of the smaller end of that medium-sized school and all the great things that come with it. I will also mention there are students from 49 of the 50 states. So not only will you get to meet folks from Ohio and from Kentucky and Indiana, you're going to be people from all over the country. And 40% of our students are the only ones to come from their high school. So really, truly, if that's you, if you're the only one to come from your high school going to Xavier, don't worry, you're kind of in the same boat as everyone else. It's a wonderful campus community. It'll be easy to meet other people and make those connections and make connections and have great opportunities in the city of Cincinnati. I mentioned all the great stuff that comes with being at a smaller, medium-sized school like Xavier is. You're really going to get to know your professors. You're really going to get to know the people around you. I think even better that your professors and your advisors, they're going to get to know you at a very personal level. That's what Xavier's all about. So every single one of our students has an academic advisor, a student success coach, somebody to work with them throughout the 4 years and can be a great resource for you, like a general counselor to make sure that you're successful while you're at the university.
a career coach. It's also going to work with you to help you find those jobs and internships, whether it's in Cincinnati or wherever you call home, and help you accomplish what you set out to accomplish throughout your 4 years at the university. And also a financial aid counselor will be assigned to you as well to make sure everything's going smoothly when you're filling out your FAFSA and all that good stuff. All this education and all these opportunities that you get on and off campus, all that personal attention in and outside the classroom, that leads to something great, which is the success rate. So within 6 months of graduation, 98% of our students, they're working full time, they're pursuing graduate studies. 2% of the 98%, or 2% of the 98% are doing a year of service after they graduate. So that could be Jesuit Volunteer Corps, military service, that sort of thing. So obviously that's something we're really proud of. And that's been pretty consistent even through these pandemic years as well. As far as campus life goes, it's super easy to get involved, 170 plus clubs and organizations. Like I said, very easy to get to know the people around you. And if you're looking for a place where you can connect with the people around you, feel like you can be invested in what's going on at your campus community, be a leader on campuses, even as soon as freshman year, Xavier is going to be a great place for you to be. We have a whole bunch of these links here. I know it's recorded, so if you wanted to come back or while you're watching now, write down some of these links that we have. A lot of great resources out there for you. I will mention, since you see study abroad on this section, 33% or so of our students are able to, or at some point over their 4 years, do study abroad during their time at Xavier. You can see also a whole listing of all the places we send students all over the world. If you're going for a whole semester, you get the same scholarships and financial aid there, wherever you are, that you would get at the university while you're there on campus. So it does make it a lot more accessible for our students to go and study abroad. And then this will be my last slide here, but do want to mention that if there are any seniors out there, we are on rolling admission. So typically December 1 is our priority deadline for admission, but also for nursing to fill out your FAFSA, for competitive scholarships, and for our honors programs. Do recommend, if anybody's interested in the honors college at Xavier, there's a general honors program as well as an honors program specifically for political science and comparative government, for business and philosophy, and then data science, which is computer science and business analytics wrapped into one. So if that is interesting to you at all, make sure you submit your application by December 1, or for the nursing program as well. We do have all new nursing facilities, as well as occupational therapy, exercise science, athletic training, and health services administration that we just built on campus just a few years ago. Outside of that, as soon as you apply to the university, you are considered for a merit-based academic scholarship, which you can see there on the slide. And the last thing I will say, for my part, so for me, I work with students from Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Colorado. So wherever you're from and whatever you want to go into, there's going to be an admission counselor who's going to work with you throughout the process at Xavier. If you happen to live in one of those states that I mentioned, I'll be the one working with you throughout the process. But please let me or myself or one of my other colleagues know how we can help throughout the process. So thanks very much, and let's go X.
Thank you. Next up, we have St. Norbert College.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Maya Rodriguez, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and Aya, and I am the Associate Director of Admissions for the Chicago region for St. Norbert College, located in De Pere, Wisconsin. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to share a little bit more about my alma mater and the opportunities that you can find here as a student. As I mentioned already, St. Norbert College is located in De Pere, Wisconsin, about 3 hours north from Chicago, Illinois, and about 2 hours north from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are on a beautiful waterfront known as the Fox River, so students have access to water sports as well as trails down the river. We are about 5 minutes to 10 minutes away from Green Bay, the third largest city in the state of Wisconsin. So that gives students access to internship opportunities as well as cultural and social opportunities. And we're walking distance from restaurants, shopping, hotel, and even a movie theater. One of the takeaways that I want you to get out of today's brief presentation is a good sense of our identity and who we are as an institution. So we are a private liberal arts Catholic Norbertine institution. Norbertine may be a new term for you. If you're not familiar with the term, they're an order of Catholic priests, and they're known for their values in communal and radical hospitality. You'll hear the phrase communio quite often on campus, and the way we demonstrate our communio spirit is to give back to our community, and that is shown through service. So although service is not a requirement of our students, about 89% of our students participate in service, whether it's service learning courses or participating in an alternative break trip through our TRIPS program. There's also a lot of great ways to continue to stay involved, and the reason for that is because we are primarily a residential campus. We do have a 4-year housing guarantee here at St. Norbert, which means that you are required to live on campus all 4 years, but there are various living options available, whether they're townhouses on our waterfront or apartments or campus-owned houses, and of course, your traditional residence halls are also available for students. We're also #1 in the state of Wisconsin and #4 in the nation for food. As an alumna, the food is incredible. In addition to your dining hall on campus, you'll also have access to 3 different restaurants on campus, including a restaurant that has their own sushi bar. So if you're a sushi fan, we have our own sushi chef available to you. We highly encourage our students to get involved and really develop those leadership skills and personal skills. And of course, we want you to meet friends. And so we have over 100 student organizations available that you can participate in that vary from cultural to service to spiritual based to academic based. We also have Greek life here on campus. We are a small tight-knit community with about 2,000 students. So you're certainly going to get to know your peers. We're also Division III in athletics. We're part of the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. We have 23 varsity sports, with men's and women's swimming and diving being our newest sports. And some of the sports that we're mostly popular for is hockey, as well as our basketball teams. And of course, we want you to get involved with our career services right away at the start of our first year, so that you can start creating a pathway of what your career or graduate school, or maybe you're going to do postgraduate service work after you graduate. So you'll definitely have, again, that tight-knit community and that support available. One of the departments that I also am a big fan of is our Office of Student Inclusion and Belonging. They also do a lot of programming, especially around our cultural events. One of my favorite organizations is Proud to Be First. So if you are first in your family to go to college, Proud to Be First is a really great student organization that you can join that is student-led. In addition to participating in activities outside of the classroom, we also want you to be successful inside of the classroom. And so we have over 80 different programs that you can choose from, with our top majors being in biology, business administration, education, communication and media studies, and psychology. You'll notice in the green that we also have some pre-professional tracks available that you can pursue. We have a lot of partnerships with various institutions in the state of Wisconsin that you can complete a degree in an accelerated pathway. And so if you are interested in any of these pre-professional tracks, I'm more than happy to have those conversations with you at a later time. Or if you have questions, you're more than welcome to put them in the chat. And then the one other thing that I'll also mention is that nearly a third of our students study abroad, which means that they can take their major courses abroad or their core curriculum requirements abroad. And now that you know a little bit more about our campus life environment, I'd love to talk a little bit about the area that I'm an expert in, which is the admissions process. So here at St. Norbert, we are rolling admissions, which means that we enroll students on a rolling basis. The application will begin open July 1st, the summer before your senior year. So if we have seniors in the room, the application is now available. We're available on the common application or through our own application on our website. It is free to apply, and all we require is a high school transcript. We are test optional, and our letters of recommendation, personal statement, and resumes are also optional, but highly encouraged, so that we get to know you a little bit better. And of course, we have a holistic review process, and we provide you with an admission decision within 2 to 4 weeks. When we are also considering you for admission, we're also considering you for merit-based scholarship. And so you'll see on the screen that our merit-based scholarships range from $17,000 to $27,000 per year. And then we also have specialty scholarships that you can also apply to here at St. Norbert. And of course, we encourage you to file the FAFSA. And so definitely stay connected with us so that we can go ahead and continue those conversations. We're available on social media, and my contact information is on the screen. So if you have further questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Take care. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, St. Norbert College. And our final presenter is Marquette University.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Latrice Harris Collins. I serve as Director of Community Relations and Outreach, and I am happy to spend time talking about Marquette University, which is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I have been at Marquette University for 18 years. I'm also a Marquette mom, so I have a plethora of experiences close to my heart that really helped me be able to describe the university, the academic field, the social field, as well as the financial field. Great. So first, as we talk about Marquette University, one of the things we want to be able to speak to is how well we've been doing with our Cristo Rey network. So currently, we have 103 Cristo Rey network graduates that have come to our campus. Our Incentros mentorship program is very popular, and we also host what we call a Cristo Rey Leadership Academy, which allows earlier touches to be able for us to be able to work with Marquette University students that are taking advantage of work experiences that are happening on our campus, but also that allows us opportunities to do outreach with Cristo Rey students, particularly in the Milwaukee area, but we host events that allow others from out there in the network to attend campus, whether in person or virtually, just so we can have those conversations and be able to network. And we don't have to be strangers to you as you make the decisions as to where you want to apply. We want to be able to nurture you and help you through this process. So when we talk about Marquette, we're just footsteps away from the downtown area, which really does tailor what your experience will be like at Marquette. Campus is your undergraduate playground, but so is the city, and we certainly want you to take advantage of that. So we're just footsteps away from the downtown area. Our men's basketball team plays in the Pfizer Forum. We enjoy this part of who we are because we say campus is where you can form yourself, but you can learn how to be that professional and that socialite with incorporating those experiential learning experiences that can happen in the city. So whether you are just someone that's interested in finding a cafe where you get to hang out with kittens and read in a safe environment that calms you down, or if you are a student that's looking for internships, co-ops, opportunities to get out there and take what you're learning in a classroom and be able to apply it in a real world setting, the city of Milwaukee has a lot to offer you. So when you talk about campus, this, what you see in front of you, that color part, everything about Marquette University can happen right on our campus. So when you talk about the 7 colleges, they are here. We want to make sure that everything that you have to do can happen within the area of campus. But of course, there's so many opportunities surrounding campus and surrounding the Milwaukee area. We absolutely want you to take advantage. But I like to refer as the right side of the street as the brain. It's where you'll find a lot of the colleges. It's where you'll also find some of the college homes, our library, our law school, and some emerging places that you may have heard of, like our new College of Nursing, which is projected to be up in 2024, as well as our new Student Success Center that is modeled as a one-stop shop for medical services, any type of counseling services. And this will be a building that will be utilized for all students, so there will be no stigma behind it. New to our campus, what you will see is that we actually have a new business, College of Business that is emerging right here. And for students that knew McCormick Hall, it has been leveled. It's no longer there. We now have a College of Business that will be moving in within the next month, and it will be fully functional in January for our students. So when we talk about applications and we talk about Marquette University, there are a few things that are very unique about us. First and foremost, we are direct admissions, meaning that when you're not just applying to Marquette, you're applying directly to the college choice. So we always encourage students pick 2 majors that may fall within a different college, so we can have 2 separate evaluations for you to make sure that we can be truly the Office of Admissions, not the Office of Denial. We love to be able to work with students who really want to be with us. Marquette University has 7 colleges. Our biggest colleges are College of Arts and Sciences, where you find natural sciences, social sciences, and languages. It's also the home of the undecided major. So if you're undecided, no worries. We get it. You're young. We actually call it multi-interested. We know you have interest, but you may need to do a little bit exploring. And certainly there are wealth of opportunities on our website, including a major quiz that you can find to help you get closer and closer to finding what your niche is, so you can really major in something that excites you and keeps your interest throughout your entire time. Next, we have our College of Business Administration. Great majors like accounting, like finance, but know that about 90% of these students that will graduate from the college will have they will have job offers 6 months prior to graduation. So the College of Business does have more of a math curriculum associated with it. Like to have students know that, because if the math isn't for you, but you are liking some of the marketing and other activities and course load that's higher, that's associated with it, could be the College of Communications. So for our students who are thinking marketing, but maybe don't love the math, communication could be a great fit for you. I am a fan of the College of Com. My daughter is a 2021 grad in the digital media studies, and she has a really sweet job working for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they came looking for her right after graduation. With the College of Communications, certainly any student who may be thinking business but doesn't love that math field, communications could be for you, could be journalism, could be digital media, could be a lot of opportunities where in-house you have access to studios that can allow you to take your artwork and be able to practice it, record it, so you can really find who you are and find the best arena for you. Next, we have our College of Education, dual focus. You get your degree from ed, but also you get to major in that focus you want to teach. So know that as you get your degree from the College of Education, you get to zone in on that focus. Do you want to teach math, chemistry, art? All of those things are available to you. We have our College of Engineering, which is a great opportunity for our students, especially because of location. We are directly located, again, footsteps away from the downtown area, and we happen to have the oldest co-op program in the country. We say, do your co-op. As a sophomore, you get to alternate semesters. One semester, you're a full-time student taking classes. The next semester, you are actually working full-time for an engineering company, making up to $3,000 a month. Being able to take what you learn in the classroom, immediately apply it, and be able to really walk away with great experience, a great offer to stay, but also being able to make a little money along the way. Last but not least, we have our College of Nursing. Nursing is phenomenal, and they're getting a new home. The former College of Business will now be expanded upon, and there will be a new College of Nursing expected for 2024. We're also expanding our nursing class. We guarantee clinical rotations, whether you're interested in geriatrics to pediatrics, and our students average about a 97% pass rate on the NCLEX exam, and we guarantee those clinicals. So there's no worry about reapplying. We've got you all set. Also, we do have our School of Dentistry, our own law school and graduate school. If you get your law degree from Marquette, you do not have to take the bar exam to practice within the state. So we say, apply, apply, apply. You can use the Common App. You can use our institutional app. We are direct admissions, but we are also test optional. If you feel as if your test scores do not represent what you've documented on your high school transcript, we say no worries. You can apply, and we will lean more heavily on the documented performance in high school, and it will not sacrifice any reviews for scholarships or for any additional aid. So if you have additional questions, I am happy to be able to speak with you. This is that time of year. We want to be able to work with you and assist you. We are not the enemy. We are your advocates. So I'm happy to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Marquette University. So I would ask all of our presenters to answer the following question. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school? And we will start with Ohio Wesleyan University.
Hi, everyone. Are you able to see me? I think that one thing that I would ask that you remember about us is the O connection is something that's really important and really stellar at the university. The O connection ensures that you have access to internships, externships, alumni connections, everything that you'll need to secure a job or grad school following graduation. So that's really nice that you have that network as soon as you're at the university. It will be required for all students starting in fall of 2023. So everyone that's on this call will most likely have that as a requirement as a student. So definitely really nice resumeable experience that you get right as soon as you're at the university.
Great. And John Carroll University?
Yeah, one thing is just the community that's available and open to you here on our campus. Everyone here is going to be very like-minded, but coming from different backgrounds and interests, and being men and women for others, we're going to be here to kind of help you succeed and really kind of unlock kind of the potential that you have inside through all of our academic programs, extracurricular activities, our alumni, and kind of, again, all the opportunities that exist on our campus and in the area.
Mount St. Joseph's University.
I would say what I really want you to remember about the Mount is the really close-knit community feel. I know that's been echoed by a lot of the schools, because most of the schools here are smaller, but really because the Mount is so small, it is 11-to-1 student-teacher ratio, and the campus is compact. You're going to be walking around, you're going to see your friends, you're going to see other people from class, you're going to see your professors, you're going to have your professor's cell phone numbers. Every single student I've ever talked to or ever worked with at MSJ has a story about a time a professor went above and beyond for them. And so that's just, like I said, that's the experience at the Mount. So I really want you to remember that tight-knit community support.
Okay, well, that is our time this evening. Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for more sessions today, including our upcoming sessions on Saturday. You'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Cristo-Rey. Thank you.